Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel, Real Dominican. This is our very first video, Top 10 Things to Know About the Dominican Republic. Let me first start talking a little bit about myself. I just want to tell you three things. Um, my name is Juan. I was actually born, raised, and I actually live in the Dominican Republic. So the insights that you're receiving today are from somebody that has always been around. So let's start with our very first topic. Do I need international roaming when coming to the Dominican Republic? Of course, we don't want to feel like if we're in the cave or just kind of like looking for signal. So I would say that it really depends. For example, if you're a businessman, you need to stay in touch. You definitely want, just continue your regular life. I would say purchase, add yourself a month of coverage, international roaming, 24, $30, depending on the company, and then just come and have all your regular services. If you're more coming on a planning basis, you would like to disconnect a little bit, definitely you can go ahead and come here, without having an international plan. Make sure that the hotel that you're staying, to make sure that the Wi-Fi is included. Another thing, if you are planning on, pretty much getting some internet, affordable internet, you could bring your phone unblocked. And there is one particular company, Claro, that they do provide that service with a micro SIM, where you should be able to actually have, this kind of service with no inconvenience. Moving to question number two, um, tips to move around in DR. I mean, it really depends on where you are. Right now, Uber is becoming very popular, especially in Santo Domingo and in most of the cities. Just to answer a question that I have been asked a lot, is Uber available in Punta Cana? Yes, it is available in Punta Cana, but since the service is just kind of like starting, they had a really tough battle with the unions, which pretty much controlled all the transportation in Punta Cana. I mean, you could use it, but don't be surprised if certain things happen. Like, for example, if a taxi, if you order an Uber to take you to the airport, some taxi companies would try to block the Uber from getting inside the hotel. So you will have to kind of like walk outside and then head to the Uber at the gate and then just move from there. But it is a more affordable option. Other options are traditional taxi. And of course, if you know somebody in the area that could move you around and you could just pay for their gas or stuff, that's like the most convenient option. um, Moving to question number three, do I need the local currency? I get this question a lot, like, and I see it a lot. I used to work at the airport where you would collect your luggage, and I saw people that the first thing they would do would be like go ahead and just change their money, and I'm like, what? Why do you need local currency? I'm like, what are you planning to do? So let me tell you the truth about this. It really depends. It depends. If you're heading to like the interior, and by the interior, I mean not tourist areas, it will be beneficial to have some local currency. But this video is guided for mostly uh, people that are staying in the all-inclusive and things like that. Most of these places will take dollars and or like a card if you want to use your card. So I don't see an actual need for those people to actually exchange. I'm gonna do like another video where I'm gonna explain to you guys the small business that is behind the exchange and money. So that's my answer for, do I need local currency? Moving to the next question, uh, tips on how to tip. Why? Why do you want to do answer this like tip on how to tip? Don't everybody knows how to tip? So first tip is bring small bills. And by small bills, I don't mean 20s, 10s. I mean fives and ones. Those are really useful. Five, ones, 10s, 20, depending on how long are you staying. I'm talking about the traditional family that comes for 7 days. Tips, small gestures, small tips, bigger gestures, bigger tips. Are people expecting a tip? most of the time. I would say like 99% of the time, people are expecting a tip. But this is just my personal advice. Tip based upon the service that you get. Like, if don't be afraid if you don't get like a really good service and you just want to tip because you feel the need of tipping, just go ahead and do it. Don't feel bad about certain things. But of course, whenever we travel, we want to live something we need to understand that most of these people don't even work because of their salary. They work because of the tips. That's how they can make extra income, and that's how they can actually do other plans. Now, moving to topic number 5. Do I need to speak Spanish? Really? What's this? KLK. What does this mean? Dame la luz. Dame is give me in Spanish. So, the truth is that if you're in a tourist area, most likely you won't need that much the Spanish, but as you go to the interior, meaning like small cities where there's not a lot of tourists, most likely you would feel like extremely lost. But if you're going to an all-inclusive in Punta Cana, most of the personnel would have a certain degree of of English. But there's something, and this is what I wrote these things here, like que lo que and dame la luz. In Dominican Republic, most people would speak a broken Spanish. So I have seen people that they know Portuguese or they know another language and they say, okay, I'll be fine because I understand Spanish. The truth is that our Spanish is very, very different to other Spanish. We have our own way. By the way, let me show you this phrase, que lo que, means what's up. So the next time you come here to the country, just tell your bellboy or your taxi driver, just tell them que lo que, and then he would understand that what you're saying, it's what's up. Um, I wanted to touch this because this is important, and I think that it's good for you guys to know. Tap water is not drinkable in the Dominican Republic. So if you wake up one day, don't feel like you're at home and, hey, let me drink this water. No, 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 no. Now, ice myth. Why ice myth? The myth behind this is that I have heard people, in resorts and all over, like, hey, and they have asked me, people have come to me, is it okay if I drink from the ice? With the ice, is there like a problem in the drink with the ice? There's absolutely no problem. The most ice, and I say most because that's what I'm trusting or believing, most ice are done by purified water. So, don't drink tap water. But yes, you could use tap water for things like brushing your teeth, doing your normal day-to-day stuff. That's not an inconvenience. If you prefer to uh, do personal things with bottled water, that's also fine. I mean, everybody has the right to do the things they want to do and how they like to do them. So, topic number 7, and I wanted to give you 2 cultural tips. Very important. You can take a look at this dish. This was in a beach restaurant. I forgot his name. I think it's Captain something, but it's in El Cortecito. If you one day happen to visit that place in Punta Cana or in the Babro area, let's say it correctly. So, a few things that I want you to understand. This does not apply a lot for resorts because in resorts, when they do the food, because they know they have different nations, the food will be, you would have a mixture. So, they will try not to have lots of sauce, or it would be kind of like, how could I call it? Faint, nothing major. So it will be balanced. Balance is a good word. But if you happen to go to a restaurant, if you happen to step out of the hotel, if you are going to eat in a Dominican friend's house or something like that, be prepared for the salt. Like, we do use salt and different condiments on a highly basis. So if you go outside and you want to eat, like for example, this type of fish, tell them, hey, I'm sensitive, no salt. No le ponga sal means no salt at all. If you have a particular problem with the salt. So that's like a cultural tip here. So you would have salt, and in some occasions it could be a lot. So, so that you can enjoy the best of your food, just tell them not to add any salt. And then with juice is the opposite. We add sugar to our juices, to our smoothies, we would add sugar. So it's very important that if you do have any inconvenience with this type of like sugar, just tell them, hey, I want this juice, but no sugar, please. And then you would happen to go to some local areas where the juice would already be prepared and it would already have sugar, and you would have just to cross your your fingers and hope that it's not too much sugar for you. Okay, so that's just another cultural tip. And then on alcohol, most people go to like like all inclusive, where alcohol is included. My tip with alcohol and food as well is just uh, take it one day at a time. Take it easy. It's all inclusive, so you have all this alcohol that you could drink. Of course, it's not the best quality. Pretty much you have it included for free. So I would say take it easy. Take it easy. Some people say, okay, stay in beer, stay in rum, stay in whiskey, whatever you drink. But I would just say take it easy. Remember, we're here to enjoy, but we don't want to have too much fun. If you understand what I'm saying. And with the food is the same. Um, you want to enjoy the taste, you want to enjoy maybe something different, but we don't want to harm our stomach. We don't want to spend 2 days, overeating, and then the other 4 days or 4 nights just in the bathroom. So just be very, very careful. If you can bring something for your stomach, uh, I think that's not a bad idea. Just bring something for your stomach. So, moving to tip number 8, tips on how to deal with the weather. Well, be prepared for the temperature, be prepared for this type of weather. I'm just going to show you a video that I did not too long ago. This is me. As you can see, I'm enjoying this water. I love this video. It's just, this was actually 2 days ago. So, pretty much I was doing some videos for some stuff, but I really liked it. So look at the water, look at the weather. Um, so tip number 1, bring your sunscreen. We do sell it here, but if you can bring your own, it's just way better. Um, Make sure that you use it like every 2, 3 hours. Don't take too much sun. If you have like hats or things that you want to bring when you go out there on an excursion or anything, feel free to bring it. And then also repellent. I know this hasn't has nothing to do with the weather, but just bring repellent, because maybe you are at the resort, maybe no insect, no mosquitoes there, but then one day you decide to go to a tour, an excursion, and then you get exposed to them. So bring some repellent is a nice idea. We're in a tropical country, so it's not bad that you take care of yourself and prevent anything that has to do with mosquitoes. So tip number 9, solicitors, tours, and excursions. Look at my face. This was in probably Terminal A, airport of Punta Cana Airport. I used to supervise the team just within. So when you go in and pick up your luggage, we'll be there. Hey, do you need transportation? Do you need tours? The company is still working. I'm just not working with them since COVID. So um, be prepared for solicitors. Be prepared. I wouldn't say to say no, but be prepared that people would come, close to you. People would just ask you. People will be really, really tough. And one thing that I'm not proud of DR, and I must say, is that people will start, with tours, excursions, simple things. But depending on the type of person they see, this could lead to other topics, which I don't want to go into them. But for those of you who have traveled a lot, know this. So just be ready for all this. Dominican Republic is pretty much advertised for sex tourism, for different kind of stuff. So be prepared. I just want to say be prepared. Not to say no, but just to be prepared that people would actually approach you, and they would start selling you things, and This they will start with these things, and then things could get a little bit tricky. I just recorded this video so that you could see how stores when you walk like around beaches, you would have people like all over the place, and then people just trying to convince you to do multiple things, including timeshare. So be prepared for that as well. And finally, tips to enjoy the country. I mean, this is myself. I'm jumping into this water, and then this picture, I was doing some dumb boogies, that day with my flag and everything. So I would just say, I mean, be yourself. Enjoy whatever the country has to offer. uh, Pretty much, don't listen a lot to media. This I consider to be a really, really safe place overall. Of course, you just have to be careful, control yourself so that you don't put yourself on any awkward situation, but enjoy the climate, enjoy the people. You would see that Dominicans are one of the most people with more hospitality in the world. It's just part of us. So there is a true magic in DR. So please stay tuned for another video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave you with my with a dance that I kind of like invented for those who stay tuned until the end. This was kind of like my winning dance that I invented. So let's make it popular, and we can go from there, or just laugh of me, for a while. So thank you. Please stay tuned.